Hello Sircheck, my name is Aaron Deli. Today we are from Group 8. We will present our topic is how to play game. Our group had decided to pick indoor game, which is chess. What is chess? Chess, one of the oldest and most popular board games, played by two opponents on a square board. It is played in a square board made of 64 smaller squares with 8 squares on each side. Each player starts with 16 pieces, 8 pawns, 2 knights, 2 bishops, 2 rooks, 1 queen, and 1 king. White move first, after which the player alternate turns in accordance with fixed rules, each player attempting to force the opponent's principal piece, the king, into a checkmate, a position where it is unable to avoid capture.
Hello and greetings to everyone. My name is AMINNUDEAN bin BAHARUDEAN and I will be talking about the history of chess. The history of chess can be traced back about 1500 years ago. The earliest version of chess is known by the name Chaturanga and it was originated from India. Then, from India, it spread to Persia. During the Arab invasion and conquest for Persia, this game was taken up by the Muslim world and subsequently it spread toward Southern Europe. Later, chess has evolved into its current form about 1500 CE. Between the 18th centuries and 1880s, Romantic chess was the predominant playing style, where in this period, this game emphasized quick tactical maneuvers. The second half of the 19th century was the beginning of modern chess tournament, and the first World Chess Championship was held in 1886. The 20th century was the great leap forward in chess theory and the establishment of the World Chess Federation. Then, in 1970s, the world has developed the first programmed chess game following the era of computer domination. Later, in 1997, we have witnessed the first IBM supercomputer that beat the world chess champion, Garry Kasparov. Lastly, in the mid-90s, the online chess game was introduced and it became popular in the 21st century.
Now, we move on to pros and cons in chess. For pros, first you can train your mind by playing chess. Second, there will always be room to improve. You can play against many different opponents. Chess has become quite popular over the past years. You also can play chess by online. Chess is a sport that is carried out indoor and you can play with your kids. There are many free training videos for chess in YouTube, so you can start learning and improve your skill by watching the videos. You do not necessarily need a second person to play chess. World-class players make good money. You may become famous as a chess player. You can start a side hustle around chess. Last but not least, you can compete against the best in your field.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Zulfakar bin JALIUH. My matrix number is D202010941170. Today, I will explain about disadvantage of playing chess. One disadvantage of chess is that it will take quite a long time to learn. Many people also feel overwhelmed with all the different possibilities in chess first. You will make many mistakes along the way. Another disadvantage of being a chess player is that you will likely also suffer from a lack of physical exercise. Due to the lack of exercise related to chess, some chess players also suffer from overweight or even obesity. Since chess is not easy to learn, many people give up quite soon. Chess is not as glamorous as another sport, and only few people are able to make a living out of chess. Many people have unrealistic expectations. Chess can drive you mad, and the last one chess is not as exciting as other sport to many people. Thank you.
Hello, my name is ALVIN alias John. Alright, about the game of chess in real life use or application in real life. Firstly, the game of chess is very useful and gives many benefits. Therefore, we can apply this benefit in our daily life. This is because chess is a game that is more focused on strategy and thinking. For example, firstly, chess develops the ability to see from the perspective of others. And secondly, planning skill in chess can help us plan better in our life. And the last one is improve memory. This is because in the game of chess we need to remember the steps in strategy that have been planned. So in conclusion, the benefit of playing chess is very beneficial in our real life.
Move on to the next topic, which is the tips and tricks playing chess. If you want to be a chess champ, it will take lots of learning and lot of practicing. Here are 4 main tips and tricks to get you started. The first one is when you play chess, open with the pawn first. Move the pawn in front of either the king or queen 2 squares towards. This will open pathways for your bishops and queen to enter the game. Number 2, get the knights and bishop out. Before you move your queen, your rocks or king, move your knights and bishop toward the center of the board so they can attack. I mean the queen, rock and the king. Number 3, watch your back and of course, watch your front. When it's your turn, always think to yourself, what did my opponent last move do? What is he up to? Something like that. Then decide on your own plan. Always look at all your possibilities. And last but not least, the important tips and trick is don't waste time. Means don't make too many moves with your pawns or try to pick off your opponent's pawns. That's all from me. Thank you.
How to play chess.
Hello guys, at the beginning of the game, the chessboard is laid out so that each player is sitting across from the other and has the white or lighter colored square in the bottom right hand side. The chess pieces are then arranged the same way each time. The second row is filled with pawns. The first row should be set up as following. Going from left to right, rook, knight, bishop, king, queen, bishop, knight and rook. So there are 32 pieces in total and 16 on each side if you're playing white and you go first.
The second step is how to move every chess piece. Each of the 6 different kinds of pieces move differently. The pawns can move forward, but capture diagonally. They can only move 1 square at a time. The knight moves 2 squares in one direction, and then one more move at 90-degree angle, just like the shape L. The bishop may move as far as it wants, but only diagonally. Each bishop starts on one color, light or dark, and must always stay on that color. The rook may move as far as it wants, but only forward, backward, and to the side. The queen is the most powerful piece. She can move in any one straight directions, forward, backward, sideways, or diagonally. Lastly is the king. He can only move 1 square in any direction.
The third step is to discover the special rules of chess, such as learning how to promote the pawns. Pawns have another special ability, that is, when it reaches the other side of the board, it can become another chess piece, such as the knight, the bishop, the rook, or the queen, but it cannot be promoted as the king. Next, another special rules for pawns is en passant, which is a French word for passing. If a pawn moves out 2 squares on its first move, and by doing so lands to the side of an opponent's pawn, effectively jumping past the other pawn's ability to capture it. That other pawn have the option of capturing the first pawn as it passes by. This special move must be done immediately, otherwise the option to capture it is invalid. The last special move is castling. This move can only be done in the king and the rook first move, and there cannot be any piece between them. This move is however invalid if the king is in check or passing through checks.
Alright, how to play chess? Step 4. The first step is to find out who made the first move in the game. The players with the white chess pieces always move first, and then the black pieces will play their turns, like this. So, make a vote or play rock, paper, scissors to decide who will play the white chess pieces and who will play the black chess pieces.
Hello everyone, my name is MOHAMMAD FAQAR bin JALIUH. The fifth step is to review the rule on how to win the game. You can end the game by checkmate, draw, by resignation, or by forfeit on time. The purpose of the game is to checkmate the opponent's king. This happens when the king is put into check and cannot get out of the check. There are only 3 ways a king can get out of the check, which is moving out of the way, block the check with another piece, or capturing the piece that threatening the king. That's all, thank you.
The sixth step is to study the basic strategy in chess. There are 4 simple things that every chess player should know. Firstly is to always protect your king. Get your king to the corner of the board where he is usually safer. Secondly is to not give away any pieces so easily. Each piece is valuable and you can't win a game without pieces to checkmate. There is an easy system that most players use to keep track of the relative value of each chess pieces. Thirdly, you should try and control the center of the board with your pieces and pawns. If you control the center, you will have more room to move your pieces and will make it harder for your opponent to find good squares for his pieces. Lastly, you should use all of your pieces. Your pieces don't do any good when they are sitting back on the first row. Try and develop all of your pieces so that you have more to use when you attract the king.
The final step is to keep practicing by playing this game frequently. The most important thing you can do to get better at chess is to play lots of chess. It doesn't matter if you play at home with friends or family or play online. You have to play the game a lot to improve. That's all from me. Thank you.